Hello, traders, and welcome to the battle of the two chatbots for finance supremacy. Google against Microsoft, Microsoft being ChatGPT, and Google being Google Bard, of course. These are two AI chatbots, and I put them through a series of financial trading tests to see who's going to come on top. So make your prediction right now. Before we get into it, I do have a private Discord. We talk a lot about AI and profitable trading strategies for very low prices. If you think that this might interest you, click the link in the description below and join us and we'll have a conversation. Okay, let's get into it. So I might have to actually minimize this right here so we can get into it. Perfect. Okay, so you're looking at this chart. I fed this data into ChatGPT and into Google Bard. This is open interest, volume, and price historically of bond, altcoin bond. This is what ChatGPT said, which was, again, a very, very good trade. Notice the really good risk reward of it's buying at 3.558, stop loss at 3.54, really tight stop loss, and a take profit at 3.6. Okay? It went long. Bard, not so well. A few things. First of all, it's shorted at 3.558. I don't know. I legit don't know why both bots chose 3.58. 558 is like the action. I don't know why they all wanted that, but okay. It wanted to short where ChatGPT legit longed with a stop loss of 3.588 and a take profit of 3.5. I also want to show you what it said down below. Bond USDT is not in a downtrend. What I showed on the chart, this looks like the polar opposite of a downtrend. So Bard did not recognize the picture accurately at all. Additionally, open interest on the futures chart is not declining. That is not true, nor are the sellers getting control. Every single thing that Google Bard had said is false right there. Open interest is actually rising and price is rising. Here's what ended up happening. ChatGPT wins. This was actually a really cool trade where price dipped down, hit 3.558, which is where ChatGPT had a limit order to buy. After it bought, price went right up to the take profit of 3.6. And ChatGPT made money, made a 1.18% profit for us. And Bard lost 0.84% because I went short. All right, round two. This one I switched it up. I just said, let's go 1 hour time frame instead of 1 minute. What are you going to do for me? Same parameters, guys. I want to do price, volume, and open interest. Here's what happened. Memorize this chart right here. And before I tell you what happens, I want you to trade it. I want you to tell me right now, do you want to long or short it? You don't have to think about targets and stuff like that. Just, is this something that you'd rather go long or is this something that you'd rather go short? Make your prediction and then I'll show you the answer. Here's what ended up happening on TRB. Well, ChatGPT wanted to do something such as, hey, I want to buy at 51.5. Now the price is currently at 53.12, so just keep that in mind. It wants to buy a little bit lower and have a very tight stop loss and a very, very large take profit. And the take profit that it has at 58 is quite high. We're not even close to 58, but it wanted to take profit there because of momentum. It thinks that, if there's a lot of price momentum right now, 58 might be on the books. Here's what Bard said. I gave it the entire response to you guys because I kind of wanted to laugh out loud. So it wanted to buy at 53.5. Okay, that's fine. Stop loss of 52.5 and a take profit 54.5. Very simple, not really great so far. Typically in the trading community, very simple things like that probably don't work. Just round numbers, just throwing in an order probably isn't going to do you much good, but okay. I agree with what it says with price action, and I do agree with futures open interest. Open interest was rising. The one thing that kind of made me laugh was look at the risk reward part, guys. In this case, I would place a stop loss order at 52.5 for the long position, and I have to put my face back for this one. It said there was a risk reward ratio of 2 to 1. That's completely incorrect. This risk reward is 1 to 1 by my math. You're risking as much as you could gain. You either make $1 or lose $1 with this kind of setup. So Bard, not looking too good. Things got a little wild, though, when we actually look at the chart. I can't say just how insane this was. So this is such a good trade based on the data that I had given it that I'm a little suspect of ChatGPT being a little too good at trading. Let's walk through what happened. So a few candles later, there was a crazy price wick and price went down to 51.5 and actually did not go down to 49. So ChatGPT would have been filled on that crazy red candle that you see my white arrow pointing to. After that crazy red candle occurred and it had gone long, just 2 hours later, 2 hours later, it went from 51.5 to 58. ChatGPT made 12.6%. Bard lost 1.87%. Why? Well, ChatGPT decided to buy low at 51.5 and then sell a bit higher at 58 and was incredibly successful. Bard would rather just buy immediately and have a stop loss at 52.5 based on this data. It wanted to actually wait and buy higher. Okay, dude. And then a stop loss at 52.5. Yeah. Basically, the stop loss of Bard probably gave ChatGPT money on this one, which was hilarious. So here's the final example. And the funniest thing is, I don't know why it's saying based. I legit don't, but that is hilarious on the far left side. Like, I promise you that was not intentional. But I do have a meme to show you guys at the very end that I think you guys are going to like. Okay? This is 1 second data. I want you to tell me right now, how would you do? How would you trade this? Take a little bit of time. So looking at this right here, I don't want you to look at anything else, just this altcoin. Go look at the futures volume, look at the price. What do you do? Now for me, if I'm going to be honest, like not knowing anything, I would lean toward shorting. This is a lot of bearish momentum. If I had a gun to my head and said, this is 1 second data, that's all we're going to give you, and you got to hold for the next 5 minutes to stay short or to stay long, I would rather short. I don't know. Let's go look at what ChatGPT said though. So ChatGPT, of course, being the absolute chat it is, decided to have an immediate market order at 4.242 because, look how aggressive this is anyway. You can see its explanation, 4.255. Basically, guys, this kind of trade is just known as a pure momentum trade. It's actually quite intelligent. When you can short in a downtrend, guys, and then have a very tight stop loss, it's actually a very smart idea. It's near genius. So ChatGPT, very good trade here. This is a really good technique. For all you guys, for all the traders out here who want to momentum trade futures, wait for a very strong trend and then putting a tight stop loss. I mean, it can make a fair amount of money if you have a far enough take profit. The take profit here is only a little bit more than a stop loss. So, and yeah, you can just see all of the things why yeah, there you go. Here's what Bard said. It wanted to long at the exact price where ChatGPT wanted to short, so you already know where this is going. Why did you want to long, Bard? Well, price has recently broke out of a triangle pattern, which is a bullish signal. Again, I showed it this data. I don't really know what it's talking about. Futures open interest is increasing. I actually tricked it. There is no open interest on this graph. So I don't even know where it came up with that. The 1 second price action is showing strong bullish momentum with higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, kind of, but look at the recent data, my friend. That was true before, but now price just tanked. So yes, you're right and you're actually wrong. You're both. It's complicated, but you're mostly just wrong. So Bard said that it wanted to buy at 4.242, stop loss at 4.23, and a take profit at 4.36. So you have a stop loss of 12 ticks, and you have a take profit of 18 ticks. That indeed is a risk reward of 1 to 1.5. It is not 1 to 2. That is incorrect. So it even got the math wrong. Here's what ended up happening. In 5 seconds, ChatGPT made 0.4%. In 4 seconds, I think, because this is 1 second data. Yeah, 4 seconds later, ChatGPT made money. The funniest thing, guys, is that the stop loss of Google Bard at 4.23 was the exact take profit just about of ChatGPT. It's like ChatGPT, I don't know if it's counter trading Bard or there's something weird going on here, but I'm feeding it the same data and it's giving me the exact opposite result, Google and Microsoft. It's so weird. It's like Google Bard is trading like a retail trader. So yeah. Now, speaking of that whole ChatGPT versus Bard fight, I want to show you guys something really funny that ChatGPT came up with. Look what ChatGPT created for me when I told it to create images. I said, I want you to create an image, finance data of Google Bard against ChatGPT. Look how funny this is. Look how misspelled everything with Bard is to just screw them over. The far left, it says Google Bard basic stock analysis, completely wrong. ChatGPT master of trading, completely spelled correctly. Um, and then look at the scribbles, Google and Bard. And the funnier one is the one on the right where it says Bard's a Navis investor. Again, misspelled. And the chart looks insane. And then ChatGPT, crypto and stock pro. And every single chart on the right side is like perfect. It's hilarious. Do you guys see? I don't know. Do you guys see just how perfect everything on the ChatGPT side is, and Bard is just like terrible in these memes? Okay, now for the final meme. I was really curious, guys. I was thinking to myself, why is it that Google's trading like a retail trader, and ChatGPT is not? ChatGPT is trading at a whole other level, like a hedge fund trader or a professional. Watch this. I went to ChatGPT and I was talking. It was giving these things that I was gonna make for the video. You can see the same thing here. I was like, yeah, cool. I said, what if you were Sato? For those that don't know, he's a Korean gambler who trades Bitcoin and altcoins and does very badly. He's a terrible trader. Because he's such a terrible trader, I asked ChatGPT to act like he's Sato. And this is what he said. I kid you not, this is not scripted. This is just something that I found, I guess by luck. ChatGPT said, if I was a bad trader like Sato, I would go long at 4.242. I wonder what did Bard do? Let me see here. This was a little bit. Oh yeah, wait. Bard. I was talking. Yeah. Let's see here. What did Bard do? It went long at 4.242 with a stop loss at 4.23. Do you see this right here, guys? This is what Google Bard chose to do, right? And a take profit of 4.36. I asked ChatGPT what would it do if it was acting like Sato, and look, it gave me the exact same thing. So I said, if you were a really bad trader, what would you do? Like Sato, right? And Google Bard is giving me the exact same thing as ChatGPT with this prompt. What are the odds? And look at the explanation too. Sato often looks for reversal points in the market when there's a sharp decline. That is totally true. Go look at his live streams. Yep. Yep. I totally agree. Yeah. Watching Sato's YouTube comment, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how ChatGPT knows this. And that is true as well. Yeah. Sato would likely just not place a stop loss, but I find it so funny and kind of freaky, guys. I'm telling you, Google Bard is trading exactly like a retail trader. Google Bard is making trades exactly like Sato, a really bad Korean gambling trader. ChatGPT normally does not do that. Okay? There's something going on here where, for some reason, I'm pretty convinced, call this a conspiracy, but I think Google Bard's very dumb. Very, very dumb and very rushed, and it is using Google to trade. It is looking at retail traders and retail decisions, making bad trades and copying those habits. ChatGPT is thinking like a hedge fund trader and legit outwitting the market. It is fascinating. With that, this is ChatGPT against Bard, and I'll leave these memes for you guys because I think we all know who the real winner is. For now, Microsoft, you won.